EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
For a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Nick Scorton.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So here are the Panthers back to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Here's the punter Martin out to kick it away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
And good job of just fighting through 1 tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Sanders last week.
21 carries, 76 yards and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This last time they did.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott.
Throw right side taken by Sanders.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard.
15 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Panthers. First down.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Panthers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up
Here
2nd
we go,
and 12.
set. Set.
At the 47.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Go now. Push.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Formation for Carolina.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
32. 52 blaster. Set.
Now Young. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yep. Incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Set. Go.
On play action, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Got a man. That's Ligon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's complete to Sanders. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Red 38.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Still going. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
Ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice little juke. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Young now from the 50. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
On the set.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
3rd and
Here we go.
5.
Looking to throw, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Yellow. 22. Cut.
Off the play fake, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Young. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. When I saw the pressure coming out, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second down.
Now Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Got a man, that's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers, first down.
Set, ready.
First and 10.
They go play action. Young. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 129 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
At the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll try and do this himself. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. An extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and Xavier Legette set to take over once more. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down and goal to go.
Blue, ready?
To throw, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue, but all in all, this coach is...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here we go. Here, ready.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young now. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
16 yards. And the Panthers, first down.
Down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Young in the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. Young now. Throwing on 4th down.
Oh, Young loses it. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Right back to Hubbard.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here we go.
Young to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, what a move.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Play action now. Prescott.
That's going to be caught up by Pickens.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Prescott off play action.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Prescott to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
At the 46-yard line.
The play fake. Now Young.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Hubbard.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
10 flat. Hut.
On play action, Young. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. There's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Cowboys swarm in and it's blocked. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that play was made coming up the middle. That wasn't a punt block from the outside, Charles.
That means someone had their eyes in the wrong place, and that would be the personal protector. Look in the middle first before you scan to the side. Sometimes they get distracted and think the threat is coming off the edge. Up the middle is the one you have to care about the most because that's the quickest spot and the quickest way to the punter.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll try and do this himself.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the
Smith, ready.
32-yard
Ready.
line.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 50, quick, shot, 17. Ready?
Now Young. So that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30.
14 more yards. That's another Panthers first
Ready.
down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Hut.
It's Young off play action.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Overshown on the coverage.
Let's go now. Ready?
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Set. Blue, 30. Set.
Now Young.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Now Prescott.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And this offense on third down today, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
For the Cowboys.
Taken from just outside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7 though on the return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Ready?
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Third down, Young from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Now Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. Punt.
Looking to throw. Young.
That one complete to the gap.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Punt.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Set. Yellow, 22.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Now a run with Hubbard.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
45, wide. Ready?
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's Brooks.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try to throw now. Young.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And out now come the Cowboys.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Prescott now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Prescott now.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Jalen Tolbert.
Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That's another
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9.
45, wide.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason,